everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Minnie and welcome back to Ling TV, where we talk about self-care tips for busy people like you and me. As you all know, I've started the 30 Days Habit Challenge, where I tackle new habits for 30 days straight, consistently and committedly. Now I've started my journaling habit and it's been working it's like part of my routine right now. So I'm really happy and stoked to share with you some of my tips on how I make this work. Now I'm going to show you 5 step-by-step that you can build a new self-care habit even when you have a very busy schedule. So step 1 is to write down all of the self-care habits that you want to build. For example, I know a lot of people want to build a habit of working out, eating healthy, sleeping early, waking up early, or journaling even. So just write down everything that you want to build. So I really like the quote saying that we are our habits and we are what we repeatedly do. Look at these habits that you want to build. What kind of person are you trying to create? For example, if you want to build a habit on journaling, going to the gym, eating healthy, sleeping early, probably you want to build an identity of a healthy and productive person. And then I want you to pick one habit that is going to make the biggest difference. For me, I started off with journaling because I realized my mind is always all over the place. And if y'all have seen this TED Talk talking about there's like this procrastinating monkey going on all the time, that's me. I make it a point to start journaling first because I want to increase my creativity space, I want to increase my productivity, and I want to increase my emotion stability because I get emotional very easy. So you have to find something that's going to make the biggest changes for you. Right now, I am trying out this 7 a.m. waking up challenge because I know that in order for me to do more journaling and also more work and increase my productivity, I will need to wake up slightly earlier and not sleep for so long. Step 2, I want you to start defining the identity that you are trying to build. I got this idea from this book called The Atomic Habits, and it's really a life-changing book for me, and it has helped me to develop so many different habits and start to shift my mindset a lot about habits. So what is it about defining the identity you want to build? I really want to be identified as an entrepreneur. So even though I'm at my initial state, I am still in a trial and error stage of an entrepreneur. I really want to be seen as an entrepreneur, and I have this vision and goal of myself being that person. Ask yourself this question: what would they do differently? What would their daily routine look like? For example, maybe for an entrepreneur, I would think that they will, start their morning off earlier because they are more productive, and they will be journaling a lot, writing down their ideas, being creative. They will read a lot, they will educate themselves a lot, they will continuously learn, they will work on their business every single day, and that is something that I want to build. So step 3, I'm going to use the technique that I've learned from Atomic Habits, which is to make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. So these are the 4 main things to make your habit work for you. When you are trying to build something new, it's gonna be slightly harder. So the way to make it easier is to apply these 4 rules. For example, for journaling, I made it obvious by placing my journal right on top of my table, and my table is like right beside my bed. If I wake up, I'm gonna see it there. When I come home from work, I'm gonna see it there. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna see it there. It's gonna be there, and there's no way that I can find excuses not to do it. So just try to make the excuses that you're trying to give in more difficult to come true. So it's gonna be very difficult for me to say
oh, I couldn't find my pen, I couldn't find my journal, that's why I couldn't journal.
So it's always there, it is there, and I just have to, sit down and start doing it. Now, how do I make it attractive? I would say I started with using a journal that I really love. I started using a pen that I really love. I switch up pens, I switch up colors, I draw, I doodle, and I make it fun and really attractive. And then I would take pictures of the doodles for my boyfriend, and it's gonna make it fun. It's attractive, and it makes you feel good about it. Next is to make it easy. I made it really easy by using prompts. I have created a few prompts on my Instagram at Mingcare, so feel free to use those as well. And I've also talked about the 5 journal prompts previous video. Just use all the resources that I'm giving out for free. They're for free anyways. I started off with just writing 3 things that I'm grateful for, and I don't write more than that. So I made it super easy. I could even do it on my phone, and I try not to make it too complicated, like I need to write down 5 pages or 3 pages. Start off with something really easy. If you are trying to go to the gym, just go to the gym for 15 minutes, and that's what I did. I'm trying to build a 7 a.m. routine, and I am doing it very easy. I'm gonna wake up 5 minutes earlier every single day, and that's more achievable. And this is really important, especially for you and me who are super busy in life. There's so many things going on. Making things easy and convenient is the key to building a good habit. Of course, last but not least, to make it satisfying, you have to include some sort of reward system. Or you can also focus on the satisfaction that you get after practicing that self-care habit. For example, for my waking up journey, as long as I have 7 strike, that 7 days I woke up the time that I assign myself to do so, I am allowing myself to go for a fancier brunch on my off day. So find a way to make your habit building satisfying. Don't worry if all of this seems a little bit all over the place and vague. I'm going to do specific video on the different habits that I'm trying to build and going through the steps that I just said to give you more idea on how you can build specific habits. Step 4 is to make it a contract or find accountability. I find this one a little bit tedious at first, but it has been so helpful. Having a contract or visual cue or report is going to make this challenge or make this task a little bit more serious. For example, at work, when people assign you things to do and you get a paper pen on what to do, how you're doing, you're gonna take that shit really seriously. So do the same with your life. Right now, I have my favorite quote with me all the time. If you don't take yourself seriously, why would others do? If you don't take your business seriously, why would other people do the same? For me, making this habit challenge formal and serious kind of put me on a game on mindset. So I highly recommend doing this. Now, one of the ways that you can do this is to use a habit worksheet. I have upgraded a few things that I think would benefit and improve the process of you building a new habit, and the worksheet is down below. Feel free to download it, free again. I tried it on yesterday and I did a few tweaks, and surprisingly this morning I find it easier to work on my habits because you already have everything planned out. You already find out what will you do if if you feel tired the day before. There's always alternative plans going on. Other than doing that, you can get accountability buddy. For me, it's my boyfriend. I told him that I told him all of my plans and I want him to keep me accountable, and also you guys on Instagram, because I am posting each day on the time that I'm waking up, and I definitely don't want to disappoint you, and I also want to show you the progress of not giving up and keep going. So you guys have been my biggest accountability buddy. You can also start a challenge like how I did. I find that starting off a challenge is just super easy to make things exciting, and it keeps you moving. I try to trick my mind that it's going to be just 30 days and I might as well just go full out for it. You can also start a freaking contract just for this challenge. So it's either you use the worksheet, or in this book he talk about really doing a full-on contract where you sign and you get eyewitnesses to sign and frame it up. anything that's gonna help you. And in terms of visual cues, you can definitely use habit tracker and or some sort of things that is going to track your progress. I like using the habit tracker because it's easier, but some people like do like moving pins from one jar to the another jar when they accomplish that habit. Now, final step is to start doing it. I cannot stress this enough. The planning and everything is going to make you, feel better about this habit challenge. It's going to make you feel better about thinking that you are in progress and in the motion of doing something to accomplish that habit, but it will not be accomplished until you take action. So remember this, take action. Planning it is just a motion, a planning, but taking action, like really doing it, is the main key to building the right habit. There's a lot of different ways in building your habits, a lot of techniques in between. I have a friend who is trying to wake up early. She started off with 5 a.m. straight away for every day, but I find it a little bit like I don't think I can do it. So I am starting off with a different technique, and of course I'm going to update you. Just know that there's so many different ways to build a habit. You don't have to put yourself in this square box that, oh, I have to do this. Trust me, you are more than capable in building new habits, and you are more than capable to building the identity that you have always envisioned yourself as. So try out this habit challenge, and if you do join, remember to hashtag 30 days habit challenge, because I'll be doing more and I have more stuff coming up here. I'm so excited. So with that said, next week I am going to talk to you about mid-year review. Can you believe that we are already halfway through 2019? This is freaking scary. This is scary. 2019 is already halfway there, and then we have like another 6 more months to catch up on the things that we set ourselves in doing earlier this year. I'm gonna show you how you can, look back at the last 6 months and plan for the next 6 months so that you catch up on whatever that you have not started. So stay tuned for that. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any video, and I'm going to talk to you